Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and I'm bringing you some more Monster Hunter. Now today we've got a how-to video over here for Monster Hunter armor sets. Now, I know this tutorial will work through pretty much any Monster Hunter game, but for now this is going to be specifically for Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and this pretty much carries over to 4 Ultimate too when it comes out in 2015. Now, what we're going to go over here is armor abilities and how you can get them. Now I know you have this little blacksmith over here. There's also one in Moga village over here. Now he can give you decorations. You can forge a multitude of different decorations over here depending on what type of armor skills you want. Now going back to our original armor, if you look at here, I'm wearing a Jade Baroth armor high rank version. And I have negate stun, adrenaline +1, defense up S, ice attack +1, and then fire attack down. That right here is a negative skill. Now, see how it's faded over here? It's not activated at the moment because I'm not currently using a fire type weapon. But ice attack over here, it's highlighted because it is in play right now since I'm using the Raiders ice carvers, which are ice dual blades. Now if we go over here with this little chart over here, this is a little display of how my skills are being used at the moment. Now throughout all the pieces of my armor, you see there's a -2 over here on the fire aspect, -2 for the head, -2 for the torso, -2 for the arms, -2 for the waist, and -2 for the legs, and all those together adds up to -10. Now as long as I have a negative value of 10 or higher for fire attack, I have the negative skill fire attack down. But if I were to put any sort of gem on any of my armor pieces, for instance, if I come over here, now I have a gem on my head and pretty much a gem and everything, but if I were to take out a gem right here and put a gem per fire attack, this skill would go from being -10 to maybe -9 or -8, and that immediately negates the skill because it doesn't add up to -10 or higher. Now if I were to, say, take that farther and put a talisman on there, or maybe just fill my armor completely up with fire attack jewels, I might even get my fire attack up to 10 or maybe even 15, which will give me the fire attack +1 or the fire attack +2. Now most armors you're going to get, even in low rank, will add up to maybe 1 or 2 skills that'll help you out, and that's by default. Sometimes, actually most of the time, they come with negative skills. So what you're gonna want to do is gem out those negative skills, but if you still have room after gemming it out, most pretty bad negative skills, some you can live with like this, but others you just really don't want to mess with. But you can gem in some extra skills, like here. I remember I used this armor to fight high rank Sinnoh for my own single player let's through. I'm messing up over here. My own single player journey. I got whatever. Let's go through that. Now I put stun +15 on there, just because I hated it when he just got me into combos 24/7, knocking me out. It was terrible, guys, terribly annoying. So I got lucky, while I was doing a little harvest quest one time, I got a stun +7 jewel. So that's already almost to a half stun. So I just decided to fill up my armor slots with stun jewels. And then boom, stun +15. Now, on this armor set, I can never get stunned. Plus my other abilities of potential, which gives me adrenaline +1, and defense up S, which gives me a nice defense boost. There are a lot of things you can do in here. But this is just what you can do with a regular armor set. If you have the correct armor slots that can be used for all of your talismans. For instance, some talismans, as you can see, there's 3 blue circles right here. Some talismans only take up 1 slot, which is this one circle here. And other talismans can take up 2 slots, which are these. Or they can take up 3, depending on what type of talismans you get. And depending on what armor you're using, they can all have a multitude of different random amounts of slots, depending on, what you have. Or they could have no slots, like these pants right here. Pretty bad. Even with talismans can also have slots too, and even your weapon can have slots. Just depends on what type of equipment you have. So that's pretty much a short little explanation on your armor sets and how you can put skills on there if you need to, using talismans or jewels. Now wait, one more thing with the jewels is you can come to these blacksmiths and you go to decorations, and you can forge whatever jewel you want. Just make sure, if I were you, I'd not really pay attention to these names. Like, see how this says release jewel? If you go down, look at the bottom, you see the little minus select sign that says skill names. Hit that, and it's going to show you the true name of your jewel. It's going to tell you what points this gives you. Now, these give up free element. If we look out here, guts, team player, all of these are going to be the literal names of the skill you want. Like I said, if you look over here, let me just get out of here. You go to your status. Now, Adrenaline +1 is the accumulament of +10 potential to get Adrenaline +1. Now, it's weird because they have different names, but they're basically the same thing. You need +10 potential to get Adrenaline +1. It's a little confusing, but if you stay with me, it'll work out for you. Now, once you know what jewels you want, you're going to have to go to these guys and gather the proper materials. They can be a variety of things depending on what type of jewels. You just got to keep in mind, make sure your armor set you're putting it on has enough slots, has the right slots. You just got to know. So now that we come over here, that's pretty much a short little explanation on regular armor sets. But if you just want to go that extra mile and you want to be a true monster hunter, you come over here and you think, I need something that does exactly what I want. So you know what you're going to want? You're going to want a custom armor set. So you're going to want something like this, if my character would load in here. This is a custom light bowgun set that I made over here. It uses a multitude of parts. It uses the skull, visage, if I'm saying that right. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. It's got Barioth, Vest Z. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that right now. But I'm just going to let you know that these are bug parts for the arms, X, G rank. The Vange's coat, which is high rank, I'm assuming, and then the Barioth leggings, X. These pretty much uses different parts from every monster, plus a creator talisman here. And I have my good old Willuminator, whatever the heck that thing is called. And then look into my equipments here. My status, I mean. Look at my skills. I have Evasion +2, Evade Extender, and Critical Eye +1. 3 skills all in this armor set, which means using this light bowgun set, as long as I'm in motion dodging, I'm pretty much invulnerable. I just need to make sure I'm always in my dodging animation. Monsters can't touch me, which is very great. I have extended animation time for my invulnerability, and my evasion sort of radius is bigger because of this combination of these 2 skills. Plus, my talisman here has a expert +10, which is a nice bonus, so I automatically get critical eye +1, which is good. Now if you look here, I looked for all of the armor sets that give out evasion or evade distance, and I sort of broke them apart and tried to get the best sort of combination I can get. Now there's a really easy way to do this. The way I used it was there's a program for your computer called Athena's Armor Set Search. I'm probably going to link that in the description. All you have to do is type in whatever type of skills you want on your armor and what type of class you want your hunter to be, either gunner or blade master. And that's going to show out all the possible armor sets you could do to get those exact skills, which is really helpful because as you can see, look in here, there's a lot of skills that I'm just not using. Hearing, stamina recovery, protection, health. There's a lot of stuff I'm just ignoring because I just want these 3. And if I were to go for any of these, I wouldn't be able to get them because this is a very specific set you're going for. So that can be used for multiple things. Now notice that a lot of armor sets have a torso up is what it's called. It actually doubles the amount of skill points on your armor for certain things. So it's pretty good once you have that. It's very helpful. Now if you look at some other custom armor sets, I have this farming set, Carving Master and Great Luck. It is a very nice set, and frankly it's one of my favorite looking sets here. It's just really badass, and I really like it. Just for when I need those extra monster parts, I'm grinding for that jewel where I want those extra carves. I come here, I get an extra carve, I'm invulnerable wall carving, and my Great Luck increases the number of reward items received at the end of all my quests, which is really good. If I'm trying to get, you know, break Rathalos' face to get that mantle, it's always good to have. Now, you need Fate +15 and Carving +15 to get Carving Master or Great Luck. So it's pretty hard. So Athena's Armor Set Search helps you out a lot. And don't forget, you're going to have to combine armor sets, but you're going to also have to gem in stuff. And sometimes you might just have to gem it into your weapon if you're running for something super specific, like maybe an Awaken set. Now, Awaken is the ability that gives a weapon that wouldn't normally have an element, it gives it an element. For instance, we look at this pair of dual blades here. Very nice looking pair of dual blades. They're DLC quest weapons for the, I think, the giant Restaurambos. But if you look at these normally don't have an element. But thanks to my Awaken ability, they're now slime weapons, which slime is really, really great. It's one of the most overpowered things in this game, but it's really great if you want to get that monster down really fast, break all those parts. It's a really good thing. Now the same thing with the Nibblesnarf dual blades. They don't have an element, but with Awakening, they become water blades. So it's really helpful if you have the right armor set. I know the Giganox X set, I don't have that armor set, but I'm pretty sure it comes with Awakening default. I could be wrong, never had the set, so I don't know. I might have to look it up later, but depending on little small customizations you can do to your armor, you can add little abilities here. Because my armor actually had, I think, a good amount of Awakening on there. All I really had to do was get a talisman with +6 free element to get that Awakening +10. So it really did wonders for me. Now look at this, I got my Bushido with 2 talismans in it because it has 3 slots at the moment. And I'm pretty sure this went ahead and gave me Critical Eye +1, which increases my affinity by 10%, which is my critical hit ratio. So that's really helpful what they did with there. Now I got my guild sets, I got all of these. All these has a multitude of different abilities. Now one thing that kind of annoyed me was the Ragi armor. In low rank it comes with negate poison, but in G rank it doesn't. You have to gem it in. So it's important you guys understand the concept of gemming in things and or custom armor sets, because some skills that are really helpful and make your life so much easier, you're gonna need to know how to do this. So this is a little short tutorial I got for you guys on custom armor sets and gemming. Now again, this is specifically for Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, but I'm pretty sure it does carry over to 4 Ultimate and pretty much all of the other games, unless they change the mechanics from maybe the 2nd generation or maybe the 1st generation of Monster Hunter. But that just about wraps up my little explanation, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you could do me the favor of please dropping a like, dropping a comment if you'd like to know more else about armor sets, or if you just want another tutorial that I should make, you know, just tell me what I should make. Dropping a comment, asking some questions, or if not, dropping some suggestions, even some criticism, anything helps, guys. I'd like to thank you guys for dropping by the channel. Thanks a lot. I'll catch you guys later, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See ya.